Good morning, gamers! I'm back. Sorry, I've been away for a little bit here. Dog ate my homework, the store was out of milk, and I got abducted by aliens. But I'm back. Sort of. I've been spending a lot of time on my main YouTube channel putting out videos like these, and I'm really proud of them, to be honest, and I'd love if you go check them out. But we'll get to that in a few seconds. Let's get to the Star Citizen news. So obviously the big news is 4.7, a lot of brand spanking new features like inventory. Oh my god, we have a rework of the inventory. You can now grab stuff from boxes around you, or if you're in your ship, you can access your local ship inventory and the local inventory and that box that's in front of you and your backpack and everything just from one menu. Big quality of life, but it also does come with some limitations, like certain weapons won't fit into your backpack anymore. The other massive update is crafting. The first iteration of crafting is in the game. This is something that's so fundamental to any kind of MMO or open world game. Right now, the only resource is money, and we all have way too much of it in the game, and seeing some of your fleets way too much of it out of game. Right now, you can only craft FPS items. All the other stuff like ships and components will come down the line. It's just tier 0 at the moment, but it already looks pretty good. I mean, the UI looks relatively clean. I'm sure we'll see some updates down the road, but overall, pretty straightforward. Craft stuff, get some blueprints, put the blueprint in. It'll tell you exactly what materials that you need, and depending on the quality of the materials, will change the outcome of the stats of the thing you put in. So there's no real gameplay loop around the crafting itself. It's more about all of your other gameplay experiences being tied together into this central point. Mining, looting, trading, all of those things can come into crafting. Of course, now we need another inventory update that allows me to transfer something to someone near me instead of putting it on the floor first and then picking it up. Can you imagine if you went to the store and every time you wanted to buy something, the clerk said, "Here's your milk," and put it on the floor? Small opinion. Of course, I'd like these to be a little more skill-based if possible, but at the same time, it already comes from so many variable sources where there are skill-based gameplay loops that I'm okay with the blueprint situation right now, although the RNG dropping of it through missions, not the best. Also in this update, the Breaker Station's Rock Breaker missions. You'll shoot baddies, get materials, craft some laser lenses, and then mine rocks. If you'd like a guide on it, of course, Mr. Kraken, the legend, has put together a Rockbreaker companion guide. The link for these, so you don't have to sit here pausing the video like a weirdo, are going to be in the description below, so you can go where he's actually posted them on Reddit. The biggest thing out of these new missions is actually the fact that they have a new type, I guess. We have exclusive and global. You can actually accept the mission in two different ways, one of them being exclusive. While it is still in the persistent universe and other players can still come across you, no one else is going to be given those very specific coordinates. That means if they are going there to be a nuisance, I mean, they're gonna have to put some work in, which I think is the balance we've been looking for when it comes to piracy and PvP. Of course, time will tell as people get used to the patch and these locations, but I do like that. Now, I'm going to use this as a moment, a springboard into another opinion of mine that I have that some people might not agree with, but I don't like instancing at all. And I am worried that in the future, when instancing becomes a thing in the game, that these kind of contracts might turn into those instance moments. And I really, truly believe, whether you want PvP or not, I'm not a PvPer, that risk, that inherent chance someone might find you and take the things you got is what makes the time invested into that thing valuable. While of course fun gameplay loops in themselves make that valuable, the risk of losing it all at the end amplifies that overall emotional investment. So I hope they keep things like this a little bit open. Space is big. We've got a lot of space for everyone to do stuff without needing instancing, to be honest. And then there's shield and armor updates. Smaller projectiles aren't going to be able to penetrate some armor now, making it so that smaller ships can't take out these larger capital ships, which makes a lot of sense. But I'm already ready to see some of these PvPers in their light fighters or medium fighters complaining that they can't 1v1 an Idris anymore. The Aurora Mark II got announced. They haven't said much about it, but here it is. And they're gonna have content every 2 weeks until patch 4.8. So 4.7.1 would be the next one, and they're gonna have the Hull B in that, plus the Grey Cat UTV. They can't show the Hull B, but here's the Grey Cat UTV. And then after that, 4.7.2, which is gonna bring back some courier missions and bombing runs, I believe, in the Nyx system specifically. And overall, I actually want to send you to another video. It's not mine, it's Space Tomatoes. He's done a bit of a breakdown on CIG's financial report. He didn't see anyone else doing it, so he said, why don't I? And he's found some stuff in there that definitely, as none of us are financial experts, still looks a little bit worrying. And I think we're in a situation of do or die for Star Citizen and Squadron 42. I think the conclusion here is that if Squadron 42 doesn't do well, we may see Star Citizen collapse. So I highly recommend it. Go check out the video. I'll have it linked at the end here as well instead of one of my own videos. But before we leave, I do want to talk about that lack of videos on the channel. I, of course, started Leaf SC as a way to be able to talk about whatever I want in terms of Star Citizen, because I felt like I was starting to pigeonhole myself on my main channel by only talking about Star Citizen, and that's quite evident with my recent video. It's not doing well in views because it's not Star Citizen, but the Star Citizen video right before did well. And I am concerned because I play other games. I know you guys do too. I want to make the content I want to make, and those videos take about 40 to 50 hours each, and it's just been very hard unless I get more people subscribing to me on Fourth Wall, where I put behind the scenes stuff and I do competitions every month to give away games. I'm not going to be able to put more time into this channel and that channel, as I do have to work my other jobs that pay me money. So I really have two options with this channel. One, I reduce the quality a little bit, but I feel like that's part of why people watch my content over others when it comes to news updates or opinions. So I don't really want to reduce that. Or I just, again, stick to one monthly on this channel like I'm doing right now. Again, if I can get more people on my Fourth Wall, this is not me trying to get you guys to subscribe. I'm just saying if that does happen and people support me there, then I have more hours that I can dedicate to this because I can take away from the other paying work. Or my main channel gets successful, and that you can do for free. You can go over, watch my videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and that's gonna help indicate that, yeah, sure, I might have Star Citizen people watching, but they also like this other stuff. But if not, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm having a lot of fun with my videos on my main channel right now. I feel like creatively I'm allowed to let myself loose a little bit more and talk about the things I want to talk about, because there's so many things in the gaming world to talk about, so many stories to tell, and I don't want to, while I'm still going to make videos on Star Citizen, I don't want to be stuck making videos about Star Citizen on that channel. That's what this is for. But overall, what do you expect from this channel? What do you expect from that channel? Sorry for the spiel. All of you are probably gone by this point, but if you did stick around, thank you so much. I appreciate every single second that you give me of your day. Your time is valuable. You are valuable. And the fact that you're giving it to me is extremely valuable to me, and I appreciate it. Either way, I won't waste any more time. Thank you for watching. Much love. Stay safe, be kind, and we'll see you in the verse.